Shalom, Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua Barakatam, Yahushua Alatam, Bahasham Yahushua. Dame unos minutos. All right. We good? Oh. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna still start it up. Okay. Shalom. Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua Barakatam, Yahweh Shema Alatam Bahasham Yahushua. Captain Ashaparim. This is an Israelite School University of Practical Knowledge, and he let you know about us, right? So what we like to do is whenever we get anybody, whether current members or new members that come in, start it off by asking you if you have any questions, any doubts, or something you not understand that somebody told you XYZ about the Bible. You can always ask it. So if you have a question, you can ask. No question. No question. Okay, so today the protocol is the law class, right? Every day we have a class, and I believe the sign is right there. If you can point to it, right? Each and every day, one of those classes, right? The Thursday class, usually we'll see it online with General Hyman and the Hebrew class. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is history, brotherhood on Tuesday, and today is the law. We're going to talk about law, okay? But also, too, because I'm broadcasting in the Isupk Puerto Rico, this will be a class that's going to be both languages, okay? I'm just waiting for my man to click on to click on so that way he could get in this. But I need a second I need to do something right quick here. All right. So two people watching right now. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua Barakatam, Yahushua Alatam, Bahasham, Yahushua. Es decir, el Señor en el nombre de Jesucristo, esto para los varones que bendice a ustedes y para las mujeres que guarde a ustedes, ¿ok? So, si tienes preguntas, comentarios, preocupaciones, deben ir por el chat de YouTube. Si quieres hablar en vivo, si quieres ser parte de clase, mira, puse un enlace para que tú puedas poner tu voz en el internet vía video, ¿entiendes? So dale click donde dice Isupk Puerto Rico, entonces tú podrías participar en clase, ¿ok? So with that being said, no concerns, no nothing. What about you, Kazak? Any questions? Okay, so good. Let me write the click. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna talk about. Right? You get me? We see what's currently happening in the world. What's currently happening right now? What's the main news topic besides what? There's two current events right now that's hitting America and the planet by storm. And what else? There, right? That's the current situation right now, right? So let's deal with the politics first, okay? Should Israelites vote? Should we? And the only reason why is because I had a conversation with another brother who's not in the truth, but nonetheless, he's still an Israelite. He just don't know it, right? But the conversation we was having, he agreed to basically everything I said. But what he kind of, he's a young brother, so his disappointment was that the older folks let the ball go. You know what I'm saying? Which is true. And there's a way to prove that. If you give me Genesis, the 49th chapter, and find me the verse that say about the lion's whelp. As a lion, as a young lion, right? And he couched down, right? No, Genesis the 49th chapter with the tribe of Judah. If you didn't know, right? The tribe of Judah is the so-called Negro. The real Jew, the Jews of the earth, according to the Bible, are not them people who are living in Israel at this current moment. Okay, that's not the Jew, that's not the historical and the ethnical Jews of the Bible. Because first and foremost, if you are a Jew, you have to look like Christ, right? Or like one of his people. We know that according to the Bible, Christ had a white woolly afro and he was very dark skinned. Okay, I'm going to translate what I'm about to say. Okay, las dos temas que está existiendo en América y en el planeta es votando y la coronavirus, ¿entiendes? Enfermedades extremas, ¿ok? Y esto, vamos primeramente porque tuve una conversación con un joven hoy y él está de acuerdo de lo que yo le estaba diciendo, etcétera, etcétera, pero él mira lo más viejo, o sea, los hermanos más mayores como que dejaron la pelea y no entiende que eso es bíblico, entiende. Estamos en Génesis capítulo 49. What verse is it?
Genesis 49 and 9, sir.
And 9, okay. Now I'm gonna, I have to pull it up, right? In Spanish, of course. I got to do that because of the audience, okay? So, but you can go ahead and read. As a matter of fact, let brother man here read. Tell him where you at. Let him read it.
Genesis 49 and 9.
Go ahead, read it. How you read the Bible? And here we're not Christians. You won't hear us talk like Brother Love. Hell no. We raise our voice like trumpets. You understand? Why? Because that's the Lord. The Lord don't speak to you like a soft pussycat. He was a roaring lion. You understand? So when you read like a roaring lion. What tribe you from that you already know? Because a brother taught you. So that will be the tribe of Benjamin, right? The same tribe that Paul come from. You understand? All right, Mordecai, and I'll talk about Mordecai soon because this weekend is the Purim.
Right.
And Mordecai was a Benjamite. He was the man of the Lord in those days when we was enslaved to the Iranians. They were called the Persians then.
Right.
The Persians and the Medes, okay?
Judah is a lion. Well,
What you want to do, brother, is really with more, almost like you in an argument, almost like there. That's how you got to read the Bible because there's a spirit behind it. To read it, it's soft tone, is Christian. But to read Judah, say that line again, I'm going to show you.
Judah is a lion's whelp.
Right? You're supposed to read it like this, right? Judah is a lion's whelp. You see how that come out? It's a different vibe. That's what you want to do. Go ahead.
Judah is a lion's whelp.
Uh-huh.
From the prey, my son.
All right. So what's a lion's whelp? Let's get that explanation, right? If you don't let him try to answer first. If he doesn't understand, or if he doesn't know, then I'll help him. Then I'll let you answer it. You do not know. That's an excellent answer because what we don't want to do here, and we learn from the generals above us, the captains above us, is that yes, even though you get breakdowns, but if there's something you don't know, the Lord said not to add or take away from the scriptures. Revelation, the 22nd chapter, tell you that. Okay? What you don't want to do is act like you know something when you definitely don't know nothing. And the most excellent answer to give if you don't know is what you said. Because I tell them what the lion's whelp is.
A lion's whelp is a young lion.
All right? A young lion. What's a young lion is what? He's young, right? That's the obvious part. But what else about this young lion? Inexperienced, that, yeah, but what else? Okay, now skip the part about the knowing stuff. What else besides he's a young lion, right? Just think young kids are full of what? Yeah, that's what you want. A young lion, he's full of energy, full of fight, right? It said Judah is what? Read it again.
Judah is a lion's whelp.
Is a lion's whelp. Why? He's supposed to be like that, like a fighter, like somebody that pushes on regardless of all the obstacles that in front of him, right? He's like a lion's whelp. But keep reading.
From the prey.
Who's the prey? Keep reading, and I'll explain.
My son.
Uh-huh.
Thou art gone up.
Right?
He stopped down.
Right? The prey is talking about who? Kazakh?
The prey is the other nation.
Right. Right. Who are they preying on? No, I'm asking you this question. Who are they preying on? They're preying on every black and Hispanic and Native American Indians, right? That's what they do. And if you don't believe me, then you have to ask yourself, you have to bring this into consideration. If that ain't true, then first and foremost, we don't have protection. It's like we're sheep, and there's no shepherd. And without having a shepherd, what comes around us? Wolves, right? We become the prey. Okay, so and currently, look at now the scenario. The scenario is because the shepherd's supposed to be who? Who's supposed to be black and Hispanic and Native American Indian shepherds? Who's supposed to be our shepherds / leaders? Who are they? Can you name some? You ever heard of Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
You ever heard of Farrakhan? How about Malcolm X? Creflo Dollar, T.D. Jakes, Jesse Jackson, on and on and on. These are supposed to be leaders, right? And not just in the political arena, but you notice I mentioned the religious leaders, right? And also sports leaders. You know, somebody that has a prestige stage in this society among Israelites, right? They're the ones that are supposed to be watching over the poor of Israel, the ones that have no power, because it's obvious. We try to vote, we go to vote, right? We go to vote all the time, right? With the hope that things will get better, right? Why? Because our leaders are told to keep hope alive. Who is famous for saying that? Jesse Jackson. Right. Keep hope alive is what he said. Right? Now let me go break it down in Spanish. Right? Dice, I got to read it in Spanish real quick, but I'm going to have to break it down. So just bear with me, brothers, because this is necessary. Because here's what a lot of people don't understand. And I got to say for what it is. Martin Luther King messed up not just the blacks. They messed up all the Latinos and Native Indians. Okay? Because when he made it to, when he got his way for integration, we all thought, okay, we free. I'm going to tell you how much deep it is. When Obama won in Puerto Rico, we're not allowed to vote for the president. But we was damn happy. We was damn happy Obama won. Even though I kept telling brothers, for what? You celebrating that this guy's not even our people. Right. No, but we got a black man. He ain't black. That's an African. And we fool. Any brother know real, because I hear it all the time. Black people know Africans don't love us. Right. Black people know this. You know what I'm saying? They don't love the Latinos. You know what I'm saying? We just pretending. You know what I'm saying? Because why? We so deep down inside, we so loving and compassionate towards everybody. We wish everybody to be the same way with us. But that's not happening, yo. All right, that's not reality. Reality is what we're seeing and what we're experiencing. And you and I are more or less in the age, right? We done heard this, right? Experience is what? The best what? The best teacher, right? Apparently, since the 50s, the 60s, right. If experience is supposed to be the best teacher, apparently we didn't learn nothing from the 40s, from the 30s, from the 20s, you know what I'm saying? Right. We didn't learn that from picking cotton or being in the Caribbean and picking sugar canes. Where island your family is actually from?
From Trinidad, my mother's from Tobago.
Okay. Okay. Still, what happened in Jamaica happened in Puerto Rico, happened in the Dominican Republic, and Cuba, and all the Caribbean islands, Virgin Islands, and all the way down. Same thing, because there were plantations all over the Caribbean. And we all in the Caribbean, all of us Caribbeans are suffering the same thing, the same symptoms that Negroes in America are suffering, which is what? Stockholm Syndrome. Right. The love of our oppressor, right. Which is ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? Which is retarded in itself. It's like, without the truth, I'd still be in the world thinking, man, one day Donald Trump will love us, man. Right. He's just saying that when he's angry. You ever heard that term too? Right? Yep. He don't really mean it. Yes, he does. Right. Damn it. Yes, he does. Right. Everything that comes out of his mouth, he means it. Right. Stop playing ourselves. We got to stop playing ourselves out, because that's our problem. The hope. Keep hope alive, man. There is no hope in America. The only hope is the real hope. Right. We got to do this. Scriptures say in Zephaniah 2:1, gather yourselves together, O nation not desire. Right. The Lord said that in there for a purpose and a reason. You know what I'm saying? He's saying that there because he understood something that we totally forgot. Right. We have enemies. Right. We have natural born enemies. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. Go ahead.
At the top of the 49th chapter, it says that Jacob called unto his sons. And
good observation. Good observation. Right. Even our father knew to say to us, gather yourself together. You know what I'm saying? But of course, in this scenario, he wanted to tell what will befall on us at the latter days. Well, here we are in the latter days. Right. That prophecy was thousands of years ago for this era. In this chapter right here, it gives you the clues, and that's how we can prove what tribe is what and where they at. Right. Not like the Jewish man said, well, he make up tribes. Right. I heard one time, well, I'm from the tribe. He said, I'm from the tribe of Israel. Yo, Israel's a nation. Right. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, before we continue, Génesis 49 y el versículo 9 nos dice así, cachorro de león, Judá. Un cachorro de león, ya tú sabes que es un león joven, ¿ok? Un león joven que está lleno, obviamente, de ignorancia, pero también lleno de pelea, lleno de entusiasmo, lleno de energía, ¿entiendes? Lleno de ánimo para echar para adelante o para guerrear, ¿entiendes? Continue after that. Go ahead. What was reading? Oh, right. So, hold on. Let me get this out. I forgot about the pray. De la presa subiste. La presa es hablando de las otras naciones que ellos nos toman como presa, o sea que se aprovechan de nosotros. When it says about the prey, also, it's letting us know that somebody is getting taken advantage of. Right. And you got to be dumb as hell to keep hope alive. knowing there's people taking advantage of us every single day. You know what I'm saying? Every single day they take advantage of us, man. Man, the Captain Chad told me something. I don't want to put it out there like that, but he had told me something about a Hamite that made me think, damn, not only was it wrong for that Hamite to do what he did, but in telling this prophet of the Lord what he did was like trying to diss Captain. You know what I'm saying? That's how I looked at it as he told me. And then not only was the captain, but all brothers. What this Hamite did, but let him tell you the account. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, my point being is that these nations are taking advantage of us, and all because of our leaders open up the floodgates. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was. Have you noticed why would Donald Trump say, trust in me? Because what was the statement when told black people,
you didn't do worse or something like that.
Yeah. He said, what you got to lose? Yeah, what you got to lose? Just trust in me. What you got to lose? Right. I'm gonna make sure black people have jobs. Yeah, what kind of jobs though? Are they gonna be CEO, executive type of jobs, or are they gonna be in the private prison complex? Right. It's the latter, more than likely. It's always been that way. Right. It's always been that way. Ain't nothing changed. If that was not true, what I'm saying, then why the hell Jay-Z and Yo Gotti trying to go and do something about prison reform in Mississippi? Right. Come on now, because they know what time it is. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you had some. No, you had to say something? Okay. I saw that look like a younger lion. All right. So let me get back to the quickly in Spanish. De la presa subiste. La presa es nosotros. Nosotros somos las presas hacia las otras naciones. ¿Entiendes? Las otras naciones se aprovechan de nosotros, hacen lo que le quieren dar la gana hacer con nosotros. Hey, tengo Cheo Feliciano. ¿Quién es ese? Pablo. Oh, vaya. Mira, dale clic a ese enlace para yo ponerte en el stream, para que pueda hacer preguntas o comentarios, qué sé yo qué. Dale clic a ese enlace. Ok. So, what I'm about to say, so like, give me a second, brothers. Let me do this. All right. Okay, so dice continuando en el Génesis 49:9, nos dice, hijo mío. Okay, now, after the prayer, read that line again.
He stopped down.
Right.
He couched as a lion.
Right. Read it one more time from the top. Judah is what?
Yeah. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son. Thou art gone up.
Right.
He stopped down.
Right.
He couched as a lion.
Right. He says he stopped down or stooped down.
Stooped down.
Right.
And as an old lion.
Right. So he not only did he stoop down, what else he did? I'm gonna tell you what it's about, but just I need to get it all out first.
He stooped down. He couched as a lion.
Right. Couched as a lion. So imagine, here's this young lion. Here's the scenario. Let me give the scenario first so you can picture it, right? Le voy a dar el escenario, ¿verdad? Dice así, mira, hijo mío, encobóse, echóse como león, así como león viejo. Okay, le voy a dar el escenario, right? This was the scene. Picture a young lion. A young lion does this. This is what it means when he couches, he stoops down. You know, you ever seen a lion ready to attack a deer, ready to attack a zebra? What do? Do they be like this? Or they do like this? Have you ever seen cats chase a mouse? Same thing. They couch down, right? ¿Ha visto como un gato doméstico o un león cuando va a atacar, ¿verdad? Un venado, una cebra, ¿verdad? Se echa para abajo así, right? So here you have a young lion. Right. When they do this meant they're ready to attack, right? When you know it, because you see when he's ready to attack the mouse, they do like this, and then they sprint forward, and what? They snatch it, right? Yeah. But here is the tribe of Judah as a young lion that stooped down, ready to go. But then read that line.
He couched as a lion,
right?
And as an old lion,
right?
Who shall rouse him up?
Right. So now, why is it saying as an old lion? ¿Por qué dice como un león viejo? ¿Por qué dice como un león viejo? En el YouTube, si sabe la contestación, da la respuesta. Why does it say like an old lion? Go ahead, because
if I may, because the old line doesn't want to take the risk of hunting anymore. They more so want to relax.
Okay, so that's true. Now, blend that in with it being a young lion now.
Right.
It's a young lion ready to attack and did this. Ready to attack, saw the prey, did it, and went to sleep.
Right.
What's that telling us?
The older lion has the experience with it.
No. Remember, this is a young lion. Remember, it starts off. Judah is a lion's whelp. Everything else we read is his mannerism.
The younger lion do the heavy lifting first. Chase down the buffalo and bring him down.
No, I'm gonna give it to you. You give it a shot. These are all metaphors, right? But go ahead.
So, like, I may ask, the tribe of Judah, we're like the lion, whereas the young lion, where we're full of fury and anger and ferociousness, but we have been tamed to be like an old lion. Like instead of being aggressive,
more simpler than that. More simple. The simpler answer. When we saw, I'm gonna give it to you like this, right? I'm gonna give it to you how Jamal gave it to us. You remember the Black Panthers, right? What was the Black Panthers' motivation?
bring the community together.
Right, and what else?
Protect their neighborhood,
Right.
their neighborhood.
So they were full of right, like a young lion, right? But at the end, what did they do? They just gave the hell up, right? That's what Judah did. That's what our leaders did. They just gave the hell up. And then by giving the hell up, they left open the tribe of Judah. And why Judah? Because Judah, here's what black people don't understand. Judah is looked upon for leadership and guidance from all the other tribes. All the other tribes look up to Judah. Have you noticed that when the Negro come out with something fashionable, who else does that? Everybody. You notice that? Right? Because why? Black people are the trendsetters. Negroes are the trendsetters. Everybody else follows. And occasionally, some other tribe might do something where all the other tribes follow. But the main one here is the tribe of Judah. And later on down the verse, we're going to read Shalom Yeshua. Later on down the line, it'll tell you that all the other tribes look up to Judah. I'm just giving it to you straight, but it'll tell you, okay? Now, that was to answer that brother's question or anybody else as to wondering, well, why black people ain't doing nothing? Right. Here's the thing. The reason why black people ain't doing nothing except the Israelite school, university, practical knowledge under commanding General Yohana and all the generals that followed down, all the way down to the captain, everybody else done fell asleep. Right. They fell asleep on the job. Get me Kazakh where he say about the dumb dogs that go hand in hand. This is all going to lead back to my little topic of within the law about not voting. Right. Okay. All right. If you can find it, right? Right. So in the meantime, let's get a little bit more right there, right? So let me read quickly in Spanish for those that are online in Spanish. So estamos en Génesis 49 y versículo 9, ¿verdad? Donde nos dice, así como león viejo significa que cuando en el momento que los morenos, ¿verdad? Que es la tribu de Judá, iban a atacar, ¿verdad? Cuando era de la época de las panteras negras, ¿verdad? En aquella época, ¿verdad? Cuando el mundo tenía en vigilancia a esos hermanos, ¿verdad? Porque se estaban preocupando que ellos iban a atacar yo, let me tell you something. I diverted for a second as I'm saying in Spanish, it's becoming more crystal. Black Panthers made America scared, yo. Y'all just don't understand the impact, but not as scary as the Isupk. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like they were on the list, but they died. Where we at? Here we are 51 years later. We're still here. Everybody's the young lords. Young lords scared the hell out of America. A bunch of Puerto Ricans and other Latinos, they scared the hell out of America, but where are they? Gone. What about the other ones that came on after? And the ones that are today? What impact are they doing? except getting photo ops here and there, but ain't doing nothing. You say, but nonetheless, you know why it's a scary sight to America in this organization? Because it's the first time they're seeing the joining and the gathering of the same people you done enslaved for so long.
Right.
Blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians. That's a concept that they never fathomed.
Right.
It's almost like, damn, I was talking to Captain Mashak the other day. In our day, it's going to be Night of the Living Dead on them.
Right.
You ever seen that? Did you ever see the remake to Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah, come.
That one was more scary than the original one, because that one showed you zombies running after you. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? In our day, it's going to be very scary for them. So much so that it's even talked about in the Bible.
I remember a video Malcolm X in
Right.
the 60s said, when you see brothers on the corner reading the Bible, go to them.
Look at that.
And there's an Israelite brother online who translated one of Hitler's speeches to his.
Right, they mentioned that the real Jews are black.
Yes.
Yeah.
He sparked World War II.
Yeah, because he knew. A lot of people don't talk about this, but before the Jewish man was sent to the camps, there were black people sent to the camps first. That's the part that they like to cry Holocaust, but nobody talk about that Holocaust ever. There's no memorial for them. There's no fun for them. Nothing is mentioned about them brothers and sisters that died over there. Right.
It's also been documented that Hitler got his idea of the concentration camps from America, how they put the Native Americans on the reservation.
Willie Lynch letters. That's where they got it all from. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So back to Spanish real quick. Just give me a second. You know, I got to do this, man. There's a power in right here. You know what I'm saying? Double A in the house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, así como león viejo, ¿quién lo despertará? Read that last line where it says in 49. That's very important.
Who shall rouse him up?
Who shall rouse him up?
Right.
Right now, Judah's asleep, right? Judah was that ferocious, ready to attack lion, you know what I'm saying, full of energy and enthusiasm and warrior spirit that went right to sleep. Who's going to rouse that warrior up?
Right.
You know who? Anybody know? The Isupk is more specific. The Most High in Christ, using Commander General Hana to rouse them up. And as you see, this year we're having it at the arena.
Right.
That's something. That's big, and an arena in Yonkers, New York. Well, it's not in Yonkers, but upstate New York somewhere. Where's that? White Plains, New York. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's magnificent. You know what I'm saying? That's something nobody would ever thought that happened, but it has happened. I've done heard that in the past. One day we're gonna be filling up a stadium, and I'm living it. I've heard that in the past being said in the ICPK. Right. And when I heard about the arena, I got happy because I remembered in those days when I did hear it. Right. When I did hear it, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Right. El que va a despertar a Judá es Cristo por medio de la escuela israelita de conocimiento práctico universal. Okay? Ahora, did you find what I want?
Yeah,
Tell me where we going?
Isaiah chapter 56, verse 10.
Okay, vamos a Isaías capítulo 56 and verse 6.
56 and 10.
56, capítulo 56 y versículo 10 en el libro de Isaías. 56 y 10. Go ahead, read.
Come. Isaiah chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind.
Stop right there. Let me read it one more time.
His watchmen are blind.
Right? Su atalayas ciegos son. Atalayas is a Spanish word for watchman. Okay? Su atalayas ciegos son. Why is saying his watchmen are blind? Because it's not like they literally blind, but they act like they blind to the fact of what's happening to us.
Right.
They like see it, but they're like, nah, we just going to ignore it as if they blind.
Right.
They see. You don't think they like Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, all of them see the murders and they'll talk about the murders, but won't do a damn thing about the murders. Right. Our religious leaders, TD Jakes, Creflo Dollars, Cash Luna, In Puerto Rico, you got people named Otoniel Font, Jose de Miranda. You know what I'm saying? These are all religious leaders. They're known in Latin America. You might not know them because we're here,
Right.
but in Latin America, they know.
Right.
We had another famous one called Gigi Ariles, who died some years ago. He was known.
Right.
You might not know about him unless you're part of Latin America here in the States. But he was bigger than T.D. Jakes. That's how powerful. That's how known he was. And T.D. Jakes is known. Okay. None of them. They all acted blind to the fact of the things that was happening to us.
Right.
And still are. You know what I'm saying? Nuestros líderes, Gigi Avilés, Otoniel Font, que si Wanda Rolón, aunque ella no debería estar enseñando nada porque es mujer. Y hay leyes en la Biblia donde dice que la mujer no debe enseñar en 1 de Corintios capítulo 14, 34 y 35. Y también 1 Timoteo 2, 11 y 12, le hace en contra de la ley, pero hay pastores. What I'm saying here in Spanish is that there's this female pastor in Puerto Rico by the name of Wanda Rolón, and she's well known in Puerto Rico, and everybody swear up and down she's a prophetess. Well, they not understanding that she ain't supposed to be teaching.
Right.
That's against the law.
Right.
Point blank, plain and simple. But I got to mention it because that's part of our leadership, you know what I'm saying? Y muchos de nuestros líderes en la comunidad política y religiosos están ciegos porque permiten que las demás naciones devoran a Israel. They permit and allow these heathens to come and devour us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our leaders, our watchmen. Why does it use the term watchman? Hold on. Let me. I know you know the answer, but I want I'm gonna try to help brother because the brother came to learn. And also en línea, ¿por qué dice atalaya? ¿Por qué dice atalaya? The brother said in Puerto Rico, Luis Gutierrez, that's another leader. You know what I'm saying? ¿Por qué Pablo? ¿Por qué dice atalayas en Isaías 56 y 10? Why does it say watchman? Because there you go, Most High in Christ. El hermano dice porque deben estar en guardas, ¿verdad? Como aquellos que guardan un local o vigilan y no están vigilando nada. It's supposed to be on God, but they are blind.
Right.
Keep going.
Come on. His watchmen are blind.
Uh-huh.
They are all ignorant.
They are all ignorant. They dumb because why is saying that they're ignorant? ¿Por qué está diciendo esto? Ven, lo tengo que leer en español. Dice, todos ellos ignorantes, todos ellos, I'm not going to jump. Dice, todos ellos ignorantes, right? They say they are all what?
They are all ignorant.
Ajá.
They are all dumb dogs.
¿Verdad? Dice que todos ellos perros mudos. They are all ignorant. Ignorant of what? What are they ignorant of? And de ignorante de qué? Pablo, allá en Puerto Rico. What are they? What's your name again, you said?
Curtis.
Curtis? Okay. Why does the Lord say they are all ignorant? Let's start with there first. No sweat. If you don't know them, it's good. You're learning now, right? And what you want to do, if the next class you do come, bring a notepad and a pencil, something to write on, because these breakdowns they stay more with you when you write them versus just reading them. There's something spiritual about writing. You know what I'm saying? That's why even in corporate America, they have you write things down. If you working as a security guard, what do you have to fill out every hour on the hour? An incident report or a log, right? Because when you write it down, not only is it a documentation of what happened, you're going to remember off the top of your head. Why? Because you wrote it down. It stays stuck with you. Okay? Then Puerto Rico, he said, de los mandamientos. Eso es correcto. The brother said in Puerto Rico of the commandments. They are all ignorant of not just the commandments, though, but you are right. Not just the commandments. They are all ignorant of what the Lord says to do with the people. That's in the commandments. That's in the Bible.
Right.
Leadership starts in the scriptures. Why? Because it was a great leader who could put it in the book, the Lord. And then he chose a man to lead the people. And he dealt with that man. Today, that man is called Commanding General Yohana.
Right.
He's always dealt with a man, and then that man leads the people. That's how it works. He don't deal with everybody. That church have you believe in all kind of lies. Well, I have God in my heart. The blood of Christ is in me. What's the other one? I have a personal relationship with God, etc., etc., etc.
Right.
Yeah, I'm saying, well, you know you don't.
Right.
Stop lying. You know what I'm saying? Stop lying. You know, that's deep, though. You know that you hate being lied to, but you're gonna lie to yourself.
Right.
You see the problem there?
Right.
You hate when they lie to you, but you lie to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Keep reading.
They are all dumb dogs.
They're all dumb dogs. Those two things. What does the word dumb mean? ¿Qué significa la palabra cuando nos dice ellos perros mudos? ¿Qué significa mudo? Mudo is the Spanish word for dumb. We know in Spanish what mudo is. I'm going to tell you when we get the definition of what it means really in English. What do you think it means? The word dumb. No. Mute. Meaning they don't say anything. That's what dumb means. It don't mean that you're stupid. America, you know how words do through the process of time change meaning. Or you has multiple meanings. Here it means when they're not saying anything. Right? Mudos means somebody who don't speak. Same thing. Go ahead.
So like I said, if I may, if you America has this thing called the DSM where they diagnose disorders and like handicaps.
Right.
And at one point in time, somebody that was mute was called
dumb.
Or
Yeah.
somebody that was retarded was called an imbecile or an idiot.
And obviously in old Quaker English, dumb meant that.
Right.
Somebody who was mute,
Right.
who didn't speak, who didn't say anything. Now, let's get the dog part. ¿Qué significa? No significa bruto, Pablo. Significa alguien que no dice nada. Okay, he said bruto. Bruto is brute or dumb or stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's the today. Eso es hoy en día. La palabra cuando dice mudo significa eso mismo. Un mudo, ya tú sabes que no habla. ¿Entiendes? Que no dice nada. You know what I'm saying? Eso es un mudo. That's a dumb.
Right.
Now, let's combine with the word dog. It's a mute dog or a what's the word? A dumb dog.
Right.
Why is the Lord, por qué el Señor utiliza la palabra perro mudo? Dumb dogs.
Right.
Curtis, you want to take a crack at it? If you have a dog at home, right? You got a dog at home? You've had in the past, right? If I knock on your door, what will your dog do? Right. It's supposed to bark, right? So it will be, you could say it's a natural guard dog or an alarm system, right? Soon as somebody dog, that's what a dog's supposed to do.
Right.
Our leaders are dogs that do this. They don't say a damn thing.
Right.
Don't say a damn thing. And even if they saying something, they're not saying a damn thing.
Right.
Keep hope alive. And not telling you what hope.
Yeah, God.
So they're different kind of hopes. I'll tell you what it is.
Right.
They're different kind of hopes. Keep hope alive. What hope? The hope that one day white America is going to love you? Listen, son, let me tell you something. We in 2020, it still say black man's 3/5 of a man. It still say the Native Indians are savages in the Constitution.
Right.
That alone should tell you America never will change. Come on now. That alone will tell you how America feels towards the Lord's people. Go ahead.
Voted down
The lynching. Oh, yeah.
lynching.
Listen. So are they going to classify when a cop shoot a black brother in broad daylight for no reason, like the way they did the lynching? Are they going to classify that as lynching? I wonder. Nah, they're going to classify as, nah, that's not that to that level. Yes, it is.
Right.
An injustice murder is an injustice murder, no matter how you paint it.
Right.
It's still an injustice, or unjustified murder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They always have done that. Pablo dice, quieren el dinero, se venden. That's right. That's our leaders. All they want is the money, and they sell themselves out.
Yep.
He on point with that. Ignorant dogs do that. Mute dogs do that.
Right.
Keep going. Is there any more?
No,
Go ahead.
they cannot bark.
They cannot bark. You see that? They ain't on guard. They cannot bark because they ain't saying nothing. Go ahead. And they supposed to bark because, like I said, and like you brought up, they supposed to be guard dogs. Guard dogs alerts.
Right.
They like a natural alarm system.
Right.
Somebody's on your trespassing on your property. Woo woo. That's supposed to be the dog.
Right.
That's what they're supposed to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dice, perdón, dice, no pueden ladrar. Keep going.
Sleeping.
Sleeping, ¿verdad? Soñolientos. Sleeping. When you're sleeping, if you're a guard, if you're supposed to be a guard dog, but you're sleeping on what? Sleeping on not being observant, right? You're sleeping on your job when you're supposed to be awake.
Right.
You're supposed to be a watchman.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to be. Se supone que sea un atalaya, pero está durmiendo. En debe de estar en alerta para ver quién va a causar daño a tu nación. En debe de estar dormido. I keep going.
Lying down.
Lying down. Go ahead.
Loving to slumber.
Loving to slumber. All this is really saying is that our leadership are worthless.
Right.
And they see things happen to us, yet they are docile.
Right.
And do nothing. What's all this rah-rah with Al Sharpton until they give him that $10 million check? And they come back and tell us, listen, we have to find another way. God damn it, how long have he been saying we have to find another way? For the last, what, since he was fat? I remember he looked like a balloon back in New York City, where I'm from. Al Sharpton was like a gnu, a fat gnu. You know it's a gnu, right? Now you go look it up. It's a bird with its feathers. The feathers go to the back, like the way he's going. You know what I'm talking about? Come on, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Remember back in the day, he was fat. You know what I'm saying? And not just him. I point out Al Sharpton, but it ain't just him. It's all of them.
Right.
It's all of them. You know what I'm saying? What's his damn, I wish I could name some other Puerto Rican leaders off the top of my head. But the one that comes to my mind wasn't even the brother. His name was Pedro Isupk Campos. And when you read up about him, he was a lawyer. He had studied in Harvard back in the 20s and 30s or something like that. And he fought for the Puerto Ricans to get paid more because they were being so oppressed. The white man was paying them a nickel an hour. And he got it to where they started making $1 something an hour. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a lucrative industry, the sugar. Sugar, you can not only get confectionery sugars or baker's sugars, you know what I'm saying? You can get rum and liquor and all kinds of other stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was a lucrative market as it still is today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come to find out this dude is an Edomite. His mother was a sister. That's why he looked like a brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But let's talk about the leaders right now. We got one called Roberto, what was the name? Pablo, ¿cómo se llama? Rivera Schatz. El nombre de Rivera Schatz. He go by his, in Puerto Rico, just like in most Latin Americans, we use the paternal and maternal last names. Okay? His mother was a German, but his father was a brother. But this brother is in the political arenas in Puerto Rico. Okay? And all this mouth moving ain't doing a damn thing for what he was up in the projects. Right. And you see the videos of how the projects get in Puerto Rico, because this brother seen videos of like how it is in Puerto Rico. Like they gotta send the National Guard. Sí, el senador. ¿Cómo se llama el primer nombre de él? You know what I'm saying? It would be getting crazy out there in the projects in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? Like the cops, they send in the National Guard to deal with them people out there. That's how terrible it is. And here you got this Senator Rivera Schatz and other brothers that are like him ain't doing a damn thing for Puerto Rico except keeping the promises. Right. Vote for us, you know what I'm saying? We're going to make it better. Always enticing the young of Puerto Rico, paying the reggaeton and giving out little gifts every 4 years. And then when they get voted in, they forget the people. Always. And then the people feel disappointed. But these are dumb dogs. Right now, Puerto Rico is in a crisis. Right now, ahora mismo Puerto Rico está en crisis. We don't suffer the hurricane, 2 hurricanes. Everybody remembers Maria. What about Irma? Irma came before Maria and smacked up Puerto Rico, and everything that blew away was already loose. Thomas Rivera shot, right? Thomas Rivera shot, I think his name is, right? Maria just brushed away with everything. And then on top of the earthquake, you know what I'm saying? And before all that, the economic structure fell in Puerto Rico. He declared bankruptcy. I'm going to tell you something this brother told me in Puerto Rico. Esau had done taken over the island of Culebra, Snake Island in Puerto Rico. Got 100 families of Europeans that living on the island of Puerto Rico. There's an island that's outside of the mainland Puerto Rico. It's called La Isla de Culebra, or Snake Island in English. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I walk down the neighborhood, they're going to call the cops on me. They're going to have neighborhood watch on me. But they can come into my country and just impose themselves and just decide to go live there. Like they could come and put a wall to divide our people. It's so easy for them, but you can't go into their neighborhoods. But they can go and destroy sacred monuments of the Native American Indians to build a damn wall. They could do all that. Get me where in the law where it basically tells us that the Lord already chose a leader for us, Kazak. All right. And he also tells us in that chapter, I believe, not to choose anybody else. Okay. In the meantime, you read verse 11 from where we were at, because that's important. It goes together with what we got.
Yea, they are greedy dogs.
¿Verdad? Dice, y esos perros ansiosos, ¿verdad? Ansiosos meaning greedy dogs, ¿verdad? Keep reading.
Which can never have enough.
Que no conocen altura, que no conocen altura. O sea, que su barriga nunca se llenan. Go ahead.
And they are shepherds that cannot understand.
You see that? And they are shepherds that cannot understand it. Lo mismo, pastores no supieran entender. Understand what? The scriptures. Understand the breakdowns, the interpretations, the prophecy. They don't even tell you who the real children of Israel is, because they have no understanding. You know what I'm saying? They have none of it. They can't guide the people because they don't understand none of it. When they're in the position to guide, here's what you understand. That position, they were put in that place. You know what I'm saying? They were given that place to lead the people. But instead, they aren't. Keep going. Dice, perdón, hold on. Dice, todos ellos miran a su espera. Dice, dice, y los mismos pastores no supieran entender, no entienden las reglas de la Biblia, no entienden las profecías de la Biblia, es cómo manejar la nación, no tienen ningún entendimiento de la escritura. Síguele, we keep reading.
They all look to their own way.
¿Verdad? Todos ellos miran a su camino. You see, that's how deep it is, that even the Lord put that phrase right there. They all look to their own way, meaning they all are looking for their own interests. We understand that term today. Ellos solamente se preocupan por su propio interés. Okay, keep going.
Everyone for his own gain.
There you go. Todo, ¿verdad? Dice esto. Todos ellos miran a sus caminos, cada uno a su provecho, cada uno por su cabo. Keep going. Is that it?
From his quarter.
Right? From his what?
Quarter.
From his quarter, I mean with his zone, his district, his community, his area, de su cabeza, de su comunidad, de su distrito, de su área. Solamente lo hacen por su propio interés. That's all it's ever been. They're all trying to come out there with a few rah-rahs, Al Sharpton, or whoever political leaders. All that rah-rah is all for them to get paid. Here, Al. Here's this $3 million check. Go tell your people the hell up. I got you, master. I got you, master. Now he got what? Politic Nation? and several radio stations and National Action Network.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what? Go ahead, bro.
It's a speaking fee. You don't pay them.
Oh yeah, there you go. Because yeah. That what was there's a term. There's a term for that type of person that all they do is they sell tickets for you so you can go ahead. It's a promoter, but they sell tickets for you to go hear their wisdom and knowledge.
Motivational speaker.
It's a motivational speaker, but it's another term that I done heard. But that's what it basically is. What you just said. Now, did you find what I asked for? This is in the law now. All right, we're going to the law because this is the law class. All this was to help lead back to this point. All right, you got it. It says what? Chapter 18 of what book?
Deuteronomy, chapter 17.
17. There we go.
Verse 15.
Let me catch up with you real quick.
Go.
17 and 15, right? Estamos en Deuteronomio capítulo 17, 17 and what?
And 15, sir.
17 y 15. Deuteronomio 17 y 15. Let me go back to Tomás Rivera Chat. Está en una de las mejores 10 playas del mundo. Oh yeah, that's another point. Gracias por the brother to let me know that those Edomites that are living in the Snake Island, here's what people don't understand. On the planet is one of the 10 the best beach areas to go vacation. Like the island of Culebra is prime real estate. Okay. The whole globe, one of the best beaches on the planet is right there. Now feel that for a second. And they just go impose themselves like, yeah. Oh, this is American territory. Yeah. Meanwhile, you don't consider us and you don't treat us like American citizens, right. But you can go ahead and claim citizenship on the island of Puerto Rico, right? Easy convenience. What did our leaders say about? I haven't heard yet any one of our leaders say anything about that in Puerto Rico. Go ahead.
Puerto Rico, just like Trinidad, what used to be called a U.S. protectorate. I mean, they were responsible for taking care of us.
Yeah. They
don't call it protectorate anymore.
No. It's unfortunate. We're supposed to still be under that category because we're still a colony. You know, it is. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Puerto Rico is the oldest colony in the New World. If I'm not mistaken, you know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. Maybe one of the oldest, but my point being is that today we're U.S. territory, just as much as Guam. Yep. Guam is still U.S. territory. The United States Samoan Islands, right? That's still a U.S. territory. Yeah, the U.S. Virgin Islands. And I bet you them Samoans get treated better than us. I'm almost guaranteed, even though those are Japhetic people, I'm almost guaranteed they get treated way better than us. Because look how they treat the Hawaiians. Right. Much better than Puerto Ricans, that's for sure. They gave them statehood way before us. Right. And we was under America way before them. You see that? You see the problem there? We were citizens way before Hawaii ever came into the picture. That should tell you something. Now, if you're Puerto Rican and you don't understand, you're not loved by our oppressor, then I don't know what's going on with you. Si eres puertorriqueño y entiende que nuestro opresor o oprimidor no nos ama, no sé lo que está sucediendo en tu mente. Right? Deuteronomio 17 and 15, right? Y 15, go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee,
right?
Whom the Lord thy God shall choose.
Is that verse 10, right? You said?
Verse 15.
Start from 10. Wait, so that's 15, my bad. I should have worn my glasses. Read it again.
Come on, sir. Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. Thou shalt
start at 14. That's where you need to go.
Verse 14.
Right.
When thou art come unto the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, and shalt possess it, and shalt dwell therein, and shalt say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations
right,
that are about me.
At this point, right, what was going on is that he already knew that at one point in time we was going to want our own king.
Right.
Okay. When we already had the Lord as our king.
Right.
Right? He even warned us, okay, you want a king, this XYZ was going to happen. Now you submitted onto this king, XYZ. Later on, you keep coming to class, we can bring all that out. But he's telling us in the land where he gave it to us, that we possess it. You know what I'm saying? And we shall say, I will set a king over me, right? Go ahead. And it says, like, as of the other nations, ¿verdad? Sin duda podrás, perdón, en el 14, cuando hubiese entrado en la tierra que el Señor tu Dios te da, y la poseerás, perdón, y la poseeres, y habitaréis en ella, y diréis, pondré rey sobre mí, como todas las gentes que están en mis alrededores, right? So he's saying that when because we wanted a king just like the other nations had their own king. We wanted one too, right? So keep going.
Verse 15, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose.
Who wants it again?
Whom the Lord thy God shall choose.
You see that? That's the difference right there. ¿Verdad? Dice, sin duda pondrás por rey sobre ti al que el Señor tu poder escoge. Tu poder que escoge. You see how that eliminates we should go to the voting polls? The Lord already chose a leader for us. And how we know this? Let's go back to Genesis 49. Go down to where it says the lawgiver between thy legs.
Okay.
That's where we go with that. We'll come back to this. Hey, Kazak, I really need to go there real quick. So come up in here and sit up. Yeah, just give me a quick second.
We are Genesis 49. See the verses 49 and 10. Give me Genesis chapter 49, verse 10. Go ahead, brother.
The scripture shall not depart from Judah.
So, like, before you read every scripture, call out where you at, so just so people can know where you at with it.
Genesis 49, verse 10. The scripture shall not depart Judah.
The scepter. The scripture is saying the scepter shall not depart from Judah. What is a scepter? A scepter is what the staff that kings hold in their hand. If you look at old pictures of kings in the Middle Ages, what the white man calls the Dark Ages. The Dark Ages were called Dark Ages because that's when black people were in nobility, when black people ruled Europe. And you look at old pictures and they would have the crown on their head and they would have a staff, like a ball, a gold encrusted ball in their hand with jewels and everything. That's the scepter. That scepter symbolizes rulership. It symbolizes authority. And right here, the Bible is saying that the scepter shall, read it again.
The scepter shall not depart from Judah.
The scepter should not depart from Judah. This is saying this because Judah is through the lineage of what the kings come. King David was from the tribe of Judah. King Solomon was from the tribe of Judah. All the way down, if you know the lineage of Christ, Christ came from the lineage of King David. If you read the lineage in Matthew chapter 1, I believe, it gives a lineage from King David all the way down to Christ. And they were all from the tribe of Judah. And this is what the scripture is saying. Keep reading.
Nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh comes.
Until Shiloh comes. The word Shiloh means peace. It's saying that Judah will remain in rulership, man. The tribe of Judah is the tribe that the Most High chose to be in rulership. Okay.
You read it again?
It's like that.
Curtis, the scripture shall not depart from Judah.
The scepter shall not depart from Judah. Go ahead.
Nor a lawgiver from between his feet.
What does that phrase mean? Let me read that in Spanish. Dice, what we had, Genesis what?
49 and 10, sir.
49 and 10. Let me go back up real quick. Dice en Génesis 49 y versículo 10, no será quitado el cetro. El cetro es este bastón que un rey tiene. Y ese bastón él lo utiliza para cuando él dice que su palabra es así y así el mando que él dice, así va. Dice que no será quitado el cetro de Judá y el legislador de entre sus pies. So my question is, what does that phrase mean? In between read it again. In between his legs, and the lawgiver from between.
The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet.
Right, nor a lawgiver from between his feet. Y el legislador entre sus pies. The lawgiver in between his feet.
Right.
What does that mean? In between his feet.
So like I said,
Hold on.
Oh, it's like
Let's give a question. No clue.
I have a clue, bro.
Huh?
I have a clue, but I'm not
Spit it. Spit it out. Come on. No, a lawgiver from between his feet. That's exactly what you need to say. What's in between your feet? There. You see that? Say it, man. You gotta say it. Lo que está el legislador entre sus pies sale de tu pene. De tu pene, okay? Okay, that's what it means. Anything else? Kazak. Anything else? Or whoever was reading?
Until Shiloh comes.
Right, Shiloh dice hasta que venga Shiloh. Go ahead.
And unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
¿Verdad? Y a él se congregarán los pueblos. Shall the gathering be? Right? Meaning who? Who's going to gather to him? Who's the people that's going to gather to him? Who's the him is who? Jesus Christ, right? Who's the gathering? The people. Israel. Remember I told you that we look up to the black man? This is where it come from. You know what I'm saying? This is where it come from. Go ahead.
So like I said, so Shiloh means peace, right?
I was going to get to that part. He was absolutely right.
Like they call Christ the Prince of Peace.
Right. Yeah. Just like they call Melchizedek. Go ahead. King of Salem. What does Salem mean?
Oh, peace, right.
Shalom.
Shalom, right.
Means the same thing. Shiloh significa paz, okay? Eso es lo que significa. Now, can we go back to where we was at in Deuteronomy? Deuteronomy. Vamos a retornar a ese libro.
Right.
Okay? You like this, right? He's a bilingual class, man. Feel like you're up in el barrio somewhere.
God.
All right. Right. So we go back to 15. Right. That's important.
Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15.
Thou
shalt in any wise set him king over thee,
whom
the Lord thy God shall choose.
¿Verdad? Sin duda podrás por rey sobre ti, al que el Señor tu poder escogeré. Keep going.
One from among thy brethren.
What?
One from among thy brethren.
What's Obama? Was he among thy brethren? Is Trump? Is Bernie Sanders? Is Joe Biden? You see the problem we have in America?
Right.
We keep going to the voting polls with hopes, with dreams, but one day, give it up, Black America, Latin America,
right.
Native American Indian. Let's get real here.
Right.
None of them are for our benefits.
Right.
None of them. Absolutely none of them. The Lord already gave us a leader, man.
Right.
And it's a righteous leader.
Right.
Here's what we're not understanding. Christ wants to give us closure. The Lord wants to give us closure. You know what it's like to feel for once in our lifetime? Damn, I'm glad we got justice for Emmett Till.
Right.
That whole making it illegal with the lynching, that's BS.
Right.
That's straight up BS. It's illegal. America is now saying that lynchings are illegal in America. Right. After how many years?
Right.
Too many goddamn years.
Right.
Too many years. Nah, take that law back, because you're still gonna shoot us nonetheless.
Right.
They just went from the ropes to the bullets. That's all they did, from ropes to bullets. It's still lynching. Right. It's still lynching. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why we need Christ.
Oh, God.
I want to know that feeling. Damn. Finally, my Taino brothers and sisters, my black brothers and sisters, my Cherokee brothers and sisters, got some peace, some comfort, some justice. I want to know that feeling. ¿Entiendes? Es bien súper importante que el Señor nos dé nuestro líder, que es Jesucristo. Y es para que tú veas que no debemos ir a votar por ningún presidente, ni tan siquiera un gobernador de Puerto Rico. Let me tell you, in Puerto Rico, we're not allowed to vote for the U.S. president, but we can vote for a governor every year. ¿Verdad? And we should stop that. Debemos parar de votar por un gobernador que no sirve, ni PNP, ni popular, ni independiente. Those are the political parties. You got the New Progressive Party, the Democratic Party, right? Was it the popular? Was it the Partido? Yeah, the popular Democratic Party, and then the Independent Party, right? The popular Democratic Party are red, and then the blues are the Republicans. All right. But over there, the blues feel like the Democrats over there. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, we should not vote here or there or anywhere because the Lord gave us a leader. El Señor nos dio ya un líder. Y no sé tú, pero yo quisiera saber, me gustaría ya saber cómo se siente justicia, ¿entiendes? Por toda la matanza que sucedió en la isla de Puerto Rico o en nuestros barrios acá en Nueva York o en Chicago o en la Florida o en Orlando, donde quiera que el boricua se encuentra, donde quiera que el moreno se encuentra, donde quiera que el indio nativo en su reservación, en su propia comunidad, donde quiera que nos encontramos, Israel. Yo quiero saber y saborear el momento cuando hay justicia para nosotros y está dándonos Jesucristo. Él va a asegurar justicia para nosotros. Christ is going to guarantee justice for us, man.
That's right.
That's what we need here.
Yeah, I'm right.
Let's go.
Verse. The Lord God, whom the Lord thy God shall choose.
Go ahead.
One from among thy brethren. Shalt thou set king over thee.
Yep, that's it. That's clear. We take one from among our brethren, but the Lord already chose him. And guess what? He did it today.
Right.
Commander General Hanna, from among our people, he set him ruler over Israel.
Right.
Like Black America don't even understand. They have a leader.
Right.
They don't even understand. Latin America, Native American, Indian Americans, we don't understand. We have a leader, somebody to turn to right now before Christ comes. Right now. Absolutely right now. His name is Commander General Hanna. And that name needs to get spread out until Christ comes. Right. You understand? When Christ come on the scene, well, we already know he's the one the Lord chose to be king. Right. And he said his kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. Right? And no other nation is going to rule anything on earth. That's a beautiful day, man. I don't know about you, but that's a day to savor, man. That's a day when you be like, yeah, imagine us just cruising in a chariot. Hey, Osh, where you going? I'm gonna go get this special type of rum. My man in Trinidad over there, he got that good stuff over there. Right. I'll see you in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Go ahead.
When you say that, the image of the white man's angel comes to mind. Or the way
you said when I say
when we're talking about the angel.
Okay.
The image of the white man's angel come around. Is it in the scripture that angels have wings?
Okay. How can you prove that? I already know where you're going. Go get it. Off the break. As soon as you went like this. You do know at times they do appear as a man, right? Right? How you know that? Because what did Christ say?
Christ said, beware of
you on it?
Beware of the stranger that you entertain, because you may be entertaining
angels, unawares, right. But to answer your question, where we going? Let him get it though. You don't know? Ezekiel, 1st chapter.
Ezekiel 1:16.
Yeah, to go there. That's one of them.
I got Ezekiel 10:12.
You can read that too, but I want him to go read this first.
Okay, go.
Okay, el hermano preguntó si los ángeles tienen alas. Ok, vamos a probar. Vamos a probar. Y recuerden, en Puerto Rico, si tienes preguntas, debe hacerlo ahora para yo contestarlo. No te quedes callado, brother. ¿Entiendes? Mete mano aquí. Esa es la idea. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 1 and 15.
Uh-huh.
Now as I behold the living creatures, behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creatures with his 4 faces. 16. The appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of a burrow. And they 4.
What is this living wheel? Is it talking? The living wheel. You know what's that living wheel?
Chariots?
Yeah. What is it called today?
UFOs.
UFOs. Did you know about that? Curtis.
Say it again.
You know that UFOs are in the Bible, right?
Yes.
Okay. How did you find it? Yeah. How did you learn about it?
Listen to you, but
Okay. Okay, that's good. Was it you that told him?
No,
Okay. So how y'all met? Then? Oh, okay. I got you. All right. So that's what it is. Go ahead.
Okay. And they 4 had one likeness, and their appearance and their works was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
Okay. What does that mean? The appearance as if a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
Like 2 circles, 2 wheels in each other.
I'm gonna show you what it is. It's real simple. Just think chariots, right? We've all seen an image of them, right?
Okay.
This is the permanent one. I don't want to let you.
No, that's the one. That's the one, sir.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, come on. It's just a bit. That part has been on so long.
Oh, I see. Just, we get some outdoor sanitizer.
Come
But we already know the dome piece, right? Of the chariot, right?
on.
I'm gonna do my best. The dome piece, and then the War of the Worlds.
Yep, that will come. Or the
You
Jetsons.
see this? You see this part? The under part.
That will come.
That light. It spins this way while the rest spins that way. It's a wheel within a wheel,
Come.
right?
That will come.
And how I know it has a dome? Because when you read it, it tells you there's a firmament of over.
Right.
This description of the UFOs, they get it out of here.
Come.
Go ahead.
So like I said, I remember before I came to the truth, me and the brother, he in the chat right now watching the class.
Okay.
He the one that told me about the truth. And I remember we called, it was one night, it was a late night, we called. He was like, man, we're gonna finally call in, man. Just F it, we gonna call.
Okay.
We ended up calling, and one of the brothers from Hawaii ended up breaking down this scripture. We asked about the chariots.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember he had me draw it out as he was reading Ezekiel.
Right.
And I remember just being mind blown because I'm like, damn, like all this time me growing up in church. And
I know what you saw. I know what you saw in church. Can I do it?
Come, sir.
This is what they teach in church.
Come.
No. That's another.
Yeah.
That's another thing that is true, bro. Them pillar-shaped
Yeah.
chariots,
Come.
that's real also. Not some scenes a lot of them. But in church is what you see normally.
Yep. Come.
The wheel with the wheel.
Yeah. Come.
But that's not that. And that's not biblical.
Right.
What I showed you, that's biblical.
Right.
That's biblical.
Right. I just remember writing it down, literally just drawing what we was reading and seeing exactly what you just drew.
Right.
That's what I ended up drawing. I just remember being mind blown, like, this is the truth, man. Like,
No doubt.
This is in the scriptures, everything that we see.
No doubt.
Experience. I remember seeing the chariot being younger and just like, thought I was crazy. I was like, man.
Nah, I don't feel bad because I've seen quite a few myself.
God.
Not to brag about it, but it's true nonetheless.
God.
You know what I'm saying? But continue. We're going to get to that part, right?
Okay.
So, para que sepa, what verse did you start in? Estamos en Ezequiel capítulo 1 y versículo 15 para probar si los ángeles tienen alas. Go ahead.
Okay, verse 17.
So entonces let me read it back from 15 all the way down to 17, ¿verdad? Dice, y estando yo mirando los animales, significando las criaturas, he aquí una rueda en la tierra junto a los animales. Debe decir criaturas, ¿ok? A sus 4 caras. What is the 4 faces? The 4 faces, 4 caras. Is that?
This is describing the chariot still, right?
No, we're talking about the angels.
Oh,
Remember, they have the 4 faces. It's them wearing something to give you an example. You remember the movie Riddick?
Yeah, come.
Right? You remember how they showed them creatures with the 4 faces? Right? They was like a helmet type of thing with the 4 faces. This is that. Where do you think they get that from? Where do you think they get that from? Right out the Bible. You understand?
Right.
That's why it looked like 4 faces. One of a man, one of an eagle, right? One of a ox, and one of a lamb, right? If I'm not mistaken. The 4 faces. It didn't give you the description. Go ahead.
I believe also in the movie 300 or one of those old gladiator movies.
It had a face, yeah.
They had a mask where
We had 4 faces.
4 faces on it. Now you brought it out. I'm just not remembering.
Yeah.
What you were saying.
So keep going. So, espérate, let me go through this quickly, right? Eso es lo que significa cuando tienes 4 caras, ¿ok? Estamos en el 15, ¿verdad? 16 dice, y el parecerse de las ruedas y sobre semeja base al color de topacio. Y las 4 tenían una misma semejanza. Okay, the creatures all had the same appearance, right? Su apariencia y su obra es como rueda en medio de rueda, ¿verdad? Okay, esto está hablando todavía de la supuesto llamado ovnis, okay? 17, now we in 17, go ahead.
Okay, verse 17. When they went upon their 4 sides, and they turned not when they went.
Okay, hablando, cuando andaban, hablando de las criaturas, donde quiera que ellos se movían, también los ovnis les seguían. So meaning that wherever the angels went, right, these creatures, right, they moved about, talking about the chariots, moved with them, as if they were all synced mentally or psychically with these chariots, you know. That's how everything was operating. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 18. As for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful. And their rings were full of eyes round about them 4. Verse 19.
Talking about what? Dice 17. Y cuando andaban se movían sobre sus 4 costados, no se volvían cuando andaban. Okay. Hold on, let me check it. ¿Qué significa los sueños? O que los sueños son interpretaciones, sí. Los sueños o visiones que él estaba teniendo, ¿verdad? Esto fue una visión. Y esa visión o esos sueños tenía un significante. Esta visión que él estaba viendo era de estos 4 criaturas y los hombres que estaban con ellos. Porque el Señor quería enseñarle a Ezequiel cómo lucen los ángeles. Okay? The brother was asking, what are you talking about the visions? Are they dreams or are they interpretations? And they were just that. They were visions, right? What it was that the Lord wanted Ezekiel to see what kind of creatures are dealing with him. You know what I'm saying? And these are one of many, of millions. Remember, what does it say? He's the Lord of what? Hosts. What does host mean? Armies. Right. Armies upon armies of angels. Right. You understand? Who are at his whim do his bidding. And they all, even Satan, are scared of him. Okay? Right. You feel that for Satan. Satan is scared of the Lord. Right. Satan never did anything on his own. Right. Whatever he did, he had to give in a report. Right. Straight up and down. Every angel has to give in a report. Right. And who else got to give reports? I said, who else? We do. There you go. We have to give reports. How? Why?
Rank and order.
That's true, but scripture. Matthew, the 6th chapter. On earth,
As it is in heaven.
there you go. That's how you know. If they give reports, that has to happen down here too. If they following rank and order and kan, that got to happen here too.
Right.
If they following law, statutes, and commandments up there, it has to happen here too. If their society runs on a just society, that has to happen here too. Remember, it says that they're perfect, right? The Lord is perfect, meaning what? He don't sin.
Right.
That's how you be perfect and not sinning. Right? So eso es lo que significa Pablo. Son interpretaciones de estos ángeles, ¿ok? So, 17 dice, cuando andaban, se movían sobre sus 4 costados, no se volvían cuando andaban. You are 18 now, or you read that already? Okay, y sus cersos eran altos y espantosos, y lleno de ojos alrededor en las cuatro. It said it was full of eyes. Right? Let me go back to the drawing. It's the only way to help you understand the vision. Oh, man. I will tell you to move that camera here, but I just don't want it to fall off. Right? So we got the firmament, right? It's above them, right? Okay. And we have the wheel. Right? It says it was full of eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But,
does it give the appearance of lights?
well, can we get to that?
Right.
Have you ever seen chariots like this?
Yeah.
Right? Huh?
Windows.
Yeah. Then yeah. But they light up.
Right.
To him, it looked like the appearance of eyes.
Right.
Right. But that's what the reason why is because they were small, little windows, if you will. But you know, as the chariot moved, remember this part also is also glowing.
Yep.
And how we know this because those Edomites that done got abducted. Let me give you the description. And you know how much they sold the devil that they lie about what they see and who saw great men. No, you didn't.
Right.
Stop lying. You know what you really saw.
Yeah,
You saw black angels is what you saw. Go ahead.
It's like there was one description of some woman, I believe she was with a brother, and they got abducted. And they said they seen the aliens, they looked like they were dressed.
You talking about the sister?
Cowboys. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They were dressed like
Yeah.
cowboys.
Do you remember what she said about the white ones?
No, lies.
She said the white ones, they were getting treated bad by the black ones. And they had them as servants.
Good night. I don't remember that part.
Yeah.
Good night.
And you also got to check out the brother from Puerto Rico who also got abducted. And they did no harm to the brother. He said they treated him like a brother. When the white man asked him what they looked like, he was not supposed to say it, but he did say it. Well, they were like dark skinned.
Dark skin, yeah.
You
Sir.
know what I'm saying? He said it straight up and down.
Yep.
How is it the white man seeing gray people?
Right.
Come on now. And we skipped that part though about the color of the angels, right? Right? Did we not skip it? Because right now we're going into the details of the chariots. No, go up to 7. Go up to 6. Matter of fact, start at 5. We did skip it.
It's Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 5.
Uh-huh. Damn.
Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures.
Right. So he's seen, and how you know another clue to I hope you understand this is a so-called UFO because there are phrases that the Lord uses to describe a UFO. Right. One of them he says in the book of Isaiah that they fly like how birds fly. How do birds fly?
Formation.
There you go.
Right.
You ever seen the ducks how they fly?
Yeah.
That incident that happened in the Midwest. You remember back in the 90s. And that was in Arizona. Them lights. How were they formed up? In a V formation. Go ahead.
It's lucky. I always tell people this when I see
this was
called chariots.
Go ahead.
That's what me and my sister always tell the story. I was in high school. We were walking back from the library. It's nighttime, and this is the first time I ever seen it so clear. It was like you said, a V formation of lights. And I'm looking at my sister. And we tried to record it on our phone, but the phone couldn't capture it. I'm like, yo, to this day, we'll still bring it up, and we're like, ain't nobody gonna believe us when we tell them like we seen this.
Right,
shit.
right.
Like, it was clear as day. It just was hovering.
Right. Now, let's not get it. I'm gonna tell you this for because Israel, some among us, we get lost in the sauce and we start talking about stuff like that. Okay, because there will be Israelites that will come up with some X-File conspiracy theory. Listen, just to boil it short, the UFOs are real.
Right.
Simple as that.
Yeah, right.
Simple as that. Simple as as real as you getting smacked in your face.
Right.
Getting hit with the police club upside your head.
Right.
As real as that. Okay.
Right.
So go now we're going to this answer this question, right? So he also uses the terminology as a whirlwind. You heard that before, right? Clouds. You heard that before. Leave it up to the Christians. They actually in their mind think it was a cloud. And you know what I'm saying is true, because I know the short time I went to church when Christ is coming in a cloud. They just don't understand. These chariots got that power to look like a cloud, though. But they, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, real quick.
Like I said, if I may, Independence Day, they depicted exactly what it said. That the chariot was coming
out of a fiery cloud.
As a fiery cloud.
And what book you can find that in?
Revelation.
No. We're reading it right now.
Ezekiel.
We read Ezekiel.
Oh, okay,
when you read it from the top. But anyway, let's continue where I told you to go. Yeah.
Taking from verse 5. And this their appearance, they had the likeness of a man. 6. And everyone had.
Hold on, en el medio de ella figura de 4 animales, y esta era su parecer. Había en ellos semejanza de hombre, right? They had the appearance of a man, ¿verdad? Tenían la semejanza o la apariencia de hombre. Can I get a water? Yeah. Continue now. No, but question, go ahead.
Okay. And they had the likeness of a man. Verse 6. And everyone had 4 faces. And everyone had 4 wings.
Does that answer your question? There you go. All right. Now, do all angels have wings?
Nah, sir.
That's the answer. How can you prove that? Just off the top of your head.
Come on. It was some that come in the form of people.
Yeah, but because they have the power to do that. Also, remember, the angels have one glory, we have another.
Right.
So they are capable of doing that, transforming into a man also. But in the spirit realm, do they all have it? Remember, these are creatures who have the appearance of a man.
Right.
If you go into the book of Revelations, have you ever read the creature that had eyes all over his body?
Yeah,
all day long. What does it say all day long?
Praise be
the Lord.
Yeah,
praise be to the Lord. This was a mean-looking creature. Like to us, it would be the equivalent of a pit bull or some mean-ass dog. The Lord tamed this creature.
Right.
And that's all it said all day. I didn't read no description of any wings there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't read no description of wings, so I'm going to go what the scriptures say. Now, if there is, then there is. Like, it's such as the case right now. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why that comes to mind is because of who? The angels have wings. There you go. That's why. So same to him, they're all in Pampers and half naked, or looking like Leonardo da Vinci's fake yeah. Was it Michelangelo? Okay, it was damn near close. I knew it was in the Renaissance somewhere. So now that answered that question. Where did we left off with the other one? Let me tell you now. Deuteronomy 17, right? We almost out of time there, but 15, right? Was that 15, 16? I think we were done with because he read the rest, right? Okay. So now let me take this other last half hour because that's just to prove the voting. We're not supposed to do that. If you didn't understand, we're not supposed to vote. Point blank, plain and simple. Don't get gassed up. Who you voting for today? Christ.
Yeah, right.
And I like to say a black man named Jesus Christ.
That's right.
That throws them way off. What those like, oh, you're a Negro by the name of Christ. That throws them way off. They don't like it. Too bad. Go suck on a lemon. Straight up. Too bad. But it's true, you know?
Right.
Let's go to what Christ said. So let me address. Oh, y'all heard what the Muslims, they have this Ramadan every year, right? They canceled that because of the coronavirus.
The pilgrimage to
Hajj. Whatever it's called, to go kiss the metal vagina. So that's what they're going to do in that Kaaba stone. They canceled that because of the coronavirus. Somebody give me Joel, the 3rd chapter. You see, and here, the point that Captain Meshach made is showing you how right we are, the Isupk, above everybody else.
Right.
In that we are not accepting to everybody.
Right.
Because not only can they bring a gun into the house, they can bring a deadly disease like the coronavirus.
Right.
And then particularly that kind of coronavirus, because they're different coronavirus.
Right.
This is that one that's 19, what do you call it? 19C?
COVID-19.
COVID-19. That's the mutated of the mutations of the the coronavirus. Go ahead.
The government is actually shutting down travel overseas.
Yeah, look at that. And guess what? One of the brothers in Baltimore put out a video of some brother that worked in the plant, medical waste plant. And their boss they rounded them all up and told them that they was going to receive infected coronavirus medical waste from Norfolk, Virginia, and Richmond, Virginia, because they know they have cases of coronavirus there. He quit his job because he didn't want to be around that, which I would have done the same. I'd have been like, I'm out of here, straight up and down. But my point being to this is that it's coming here. You know what I'm saying? Now, and whether or not the Lord let it spread out, is one thing. Right. We just better be right with the Lord.
Yeah, right.
That's where we need to focus.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't right with the Lord ourselves here.
Right.
We're gonna get quarantined out of everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, it should not surprise us. Why should it not surprise us?
Because it's prophesied
in the Bible. In the Bible, Christ said it.
Right.
Go ahead.
I was at the Shady Grove station last week, and a Chinese woman got off the bus and was walking around telling everybody, Revelations 8:9. Said it's happening here right now.
Mm-hmm.
And she just walks off. So when she came back by, I asked her, well, what does it say? And she talked about the diseases and the locusts.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot what part of the world it said there's a plague of locusts, but they didn't mention it on the news.
In Africa?
Yeah.
What about the one last year in Las Vegas?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But above all that, a black man by the name of Jesus Christ already told us it was going to happen. Right. And he said those are the beginning of what?
It's like beginning of trouble.
Beginning of woes.
Woes, right.
It's the beginning. So if there's a beginning, and that's terrible, what the middle is going to look like? Right. What the ending going to look like?
Right.
That's how you got to consider it. If the earthquakes and diseases and the plagues, all that be you not trouble, even though that's the beginning of the woes.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got to consider something far worse is coming. And like imagine how I already prophesied, the Lord going to give the white man such a terrible disease, he's going to force you to stay away from them.
Right.
When that comes, I ain't pushing no whip. As soon as I see them, I'll push it. Boom, drive off. Like, oh no, something happened to the app. I'll be calling it immediately. Listen, what happened to the, I'll be calling it immediately, making some kind of excuse. Right. I'm not being, I'll turn off the app or something. Word up, Yeah. Anyway, what I asked for? Or did I ask for?
Amos 3.
No, Joel, third.
Joel.
I want to get to the part about just to bring this point out, and then we'll go to what Christ said, and we'll wrap it up with that. And the only reason why I'm going here is to show you how just the Lord is.
Right.
The third chapter, and I want to say start at the 15th verse.
Is it
Hold on, let me see if it's this one or the second chapter. No, it is actually this one. Okay, we're going to start at the first verse.
Joel chapter 3:1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
All right, so you know it's talking about a future date.
Right.
In those days referring to sometime somewhere down the line.
Right.
When he shall bring again, meaning he done it so many other times.
Right.
Egypt, right? When we was captives to the Syrians, to the Phoenicians, to the Persians, to Moab, to the Ethiopians, who are known as Cush, to the Hamites,
Right.
Edomites, the Ammonites. We were all slaves to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, the north and south.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Right. So he's saying he's going to bring all nations
Right.
to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Where's that at? No. Let me Bakwasha.
In the Middle East.
That's where it's at.
Right.
So do you understand that little grain of rice that's now labeled Israel? That's not a homeland. I'm gonna show you where that's part of it.
Right.
Let me circle the region. Look at that point. Here's Israel. Somebody help me. Old man, I got you, sir. It's kind of blind right here, right? Am I right?
Yep, right here, sir.
Right.
Right here,
So,
small little piece.
This little piece is Israel, right?
Yep.
All this. Look where the mark is. Where the mark is going. All this is the land of Israel.
Right.
The Nile River, east of the Nile River, right?
Right.
Wherever you go down, it's ours. I believe the Nile River go into here also.
Concept.
East of the Nile River is all our land.
Right.
Yeah. All of this, all that oil-rich countries, that's our oil.
Right.
All that belongs to us.
Right.
The heathens are got extremely wealthy.
Yeah.
Qatar, right? Qatar, Dubai. That's all our money. That's all our land. Go ahead.
I was talking to some folks in my sleeve, and they were telling us that these Arab money, what they would do is they'll buy these expensive luxury cars like Ferraris and Lamborghinis.
Make them into police cars?
Drive them until they run out of gas, and then just don't, like, I don't want it no more, and go get another one.
Look at that.
They'll have an airport full of these luxury cars,
right?
Because they just don't want them.
Their police cars are Ferraris. You seen those on videos? And their police cars are Ferraris and Maseratis, expensive high-end cars, Lamborghinis. You know, there's money if you can have police cars like that. That all belongs to us. You understand? We made the other nations jealous, but they didn't understand it was the Lord, because we kept the law, statutes, and commandments. He's the one that made sure that we clean like that we shine like that.
Right.
We were shining in them days. You think we're shining now? You know, our gold fronts were crusted with diamonds, all nice jewels. You know how we do. If an Israelite something, he's gonna make it magnificent.
Right.
You know, King Solomon wore grills on his teeth.
Right.
That's what the Bible say.
Right.
He pimped out his bride. That's what the Bible say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Here, the Lord said he's going to bring all nations, going to gather them to the valley of Jehoshaphat. The valley is like a bowl. Right? He's gonna put them right in the middle. They're going to be at a disadvantage.
Right.
And we fighting each other. And then here come the chariots and start shooting at them right there.
Right.
He know how to play the game right. Keep going.
Okay. And we'll plead with them.
How is the Lord going to plead with these heathens?
With fire and brimstone.
Yeah, killing them.
Right.
Go ahead.
And plead with them there for my people.
Why? Come on.
In captivity.
And what else? All of it. You got to come with all. Not only captivity, they took advantage of us. Right. They made sure they oppressed us even more. Right. They took it. They discriminated. Right. Like here's the thing with America. I was hearing about it. This one came to my mind. America, when they address racism, they only talk about white people. Ain't nobody want to address the racism that Africans have against black people, against Hispanic, against Native Indians. They don't want to talk about that racism. They don't want to talk about the racism by Chinese against us, right, or the Arabs against us, or the Ethiopians. If you're going to talk about racism in America, you got to mention all those other factors. It ain't just the white man. It ain't just them. It's them too. That's why you're going to plead with them right there. Right. Keep going.
And plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel.
Yep. Do you know why? Wait, hold on. The brother in Puerto Rico said, ya hay un caso de coronavirus en Santo Domingo. Se está acercando. There's already a case in the Dominican Republic. Coronavirus. That's terrible because that's an island, yo. Even though it's like 8 times bigger than Puerto Rico, you can fit several Puerto Ricos in that island. But nonetheless, that's an island. They're going to have to quarantine the whole island because of that one person. It'll spread from there to there. And the poverty's so great in there, it's going to spread into Haiti. Right? It's going to spread throughout the whole island. Lord be with them. Right. I hope it's just that one case and they deal with it. Right. You know what I'm saying? But they fear that some of them might come in boats and end up in Puerto Rico. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then it'll spread to Puerto Rico. Lord be with brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Right. It is what it is. All right? So keep going. So we plead with them for my people, my heritage, Israel, right? Because why? He wants the world, the whole planet to know this is my people. Right. My people, okay? And you've been doing all these crimes to them. Right. You know, I know that I whooped them for a bit, but I stopped it. Right. But you still kept the crimes going. Number one is on the list is the Edomites. They like most wanted. They most wanted, okay? They number one on the list. Right. That's because why they number one? Because they done some much more horrific stuff than the other heathens. Right. Nonetheless, crime is crime. Don't care who did it. Keep going.
Whom they have scattered among the nations.
How did they do that? Captivity, right? And sending us in the military. Oh God. Right? And sending us elsewhere. Captivity is number one. Serving in their military. Right. Keep going. Because if you think you'll consider, whenever we was captive to any nation, we also were part of their what? Their military. Why?
Because a lot of times it was a way to either gain your freedom or it was a
That's what you thought.
Right, right.
That's what you thought. The real reason is because you were the poor. Right. And they hate the poor. Right. You just look at America. Yep. Most of blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians, it's because they poor, so they're trying to look for a way out. And they figure, well, that they're going to give me college tuition, that'll help better my situation. Nah, dude, they're sending you on the front lines with the hopes you die there. The majority of the people that go to the front line are poor Israelites, the majority of it. Go ahead.
That was my reason for it.
There you go. You and every other Puerto Rican and black man that went in there. Oh, because my father would join and I joined. You coming from a destroyed family. Right. That's why your ass went up into the military, looking for an escape. Well, guess what, black man? We got a better military that's going to guarantee you rulership of the planet Earth. That's right. It's under Christ. How about that? That's right. Yeah. Straight up and it's real. The benefit package is extremly wealthy. I don't know about you. 20,000 in college tuition or running the whole goddamn planet. I'll take what was the answer number 2? Right. Or door number 2. I'll take door number 2 any day. Right. That's what I'll do. Yeah, right. And if you down with it, that's what you will want. Right. Because that's the only way to guarantee our safety. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way to guarantee that we're going to keep the Lord's statutes and commandments and we'll be on top. Right. Because we know what the end result. We know what the end result is. Do we want to keep doing that? I don't think so. I don't want to go through another slavery again. I don't know about you. This is already bad enough, and every day it stinks in America. I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but I'm miserable in America.
Right.
Straight up and down.
Right.
Seeing all the crimes that are being committed. Yo, it's misery. Keep going.
And parted my land.
What do we just saw right now on the map?
Right.
Parted the Lord's land.
Right.
You got all these heathens living fat off of our land.
Right.
All that wealth money, all that petroleum, that should have been an Israelite deal with the rest of the world. You want this much, it's going to cost you this much. How many barrels you want today? Well, we're going to charge you this plus a tariff. Oh, you are fair. You was unfair to us too.
Right.
How does that feel? You don't like it? Too bad. Because I didn't like it. You was unfair.
Right.
But go around, come around, pay up.
Yeah, right.
Pay up.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead.
Like, I have a question. So a lot of that area is desert. When Christ comes back, will it be like a lush land, or is it still gonna be?
I'm gonna put it like this. I can't say yes or no, but I will say, because we're Israelites, even if it's desert, we'll figure out a way to bring water there. We Israelites, yo. Right? No, exactly. But that's not my point. My point is, we'll bring water there. Because guess what? Here in America, isn't Arizona mainly a desert?
Yeah.
Right? And Nevada? And yet they find a way to get water there. Right? And I'm pretty sure they went to Israel to figure it out. Or Gad showed them how to do it. Or Isupk showed them how to do it. I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying? So if we can do that, how much more?
Right.
How much more? That's minor.
Right.
It's necessary, but it's minor.
Right.
What's more important is keeping the family together.
Right.
That's what's more important. Keep going.
Verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot.
Right. So they cast lot, meaning what? They betted on us. They rolled the dice on us. Right. See what they're gonna take from us, what they're gonna do to us, how they're gonna destroy us, how they're gonna put us here, there, and they're also this. This is a disgusting thing. I've given a boy for an harlot. Meaning they took this. Okay. Y'all, we get a chance, go check out this movie called Goodbye, Uncle Tom. It's not about Uncle Tom. That's just the name of the title. But I was going to give you a little clip of how it was in the slave days. Okay? The movie was directed by some Italians and produced by some Italians. What they did was they went to Haiti and gathered some of them people to make this film. Okay? But it was just to bring out a documentation of how it was during the slave times. Right? And in that movie, they show you how they would have little boys in makeup, shaking their behinds, and white perverts would be sitting there lusting after them. Because that happened for real. And we know it to be true because we're reading it right now. Have given a boy for an harlot. And that's still going on to today. Look at our young men. Supposed to be soldiers. Instead dressing in pink and pants falling, like they got half a butt cheek, damn near all the butt cheeks. You know, I wish they pull them up, because sometimes they get in the vehicle and stink up everything. You can tell they haven't taken a bath in a week or something. But that's not my point. You got to, that it can't be like that, And that started from slavery too. The term buck came because it wasn't because you was young, strong dude. It's because they would tie you up against a tree, whip you to death, and then sodomite you, and invite all the other slave masters to sodomite you. And how they would do is they would send out a flyer. Come to some plantation. We're gonna have there's this buck. There's this buck that we're going to deal with. They already knew it was some sodomite stuff. That's how they would degrade a man in front of his family. And he was told to keep his pants sagging to make it accessible. That's crazy. But that's how it was. They turn a boy for a harlot. Keep going.
And sold a girl for wine.
Yep, that's exactly what they did. Sold girl for wine. That was the trade-off right there. You know what I'm saying? In Africa, that happened a lot.
wine and gun, and would take our sisters. The Arabs were famous for them, what they call them, Harlems, harems, right? That's at Harlem, right? Damn near, it sounds the same. You know, they were famous for them harems, right? You know what I'm saying? So whoring out our sisters big time. You know what I'm saying? That happens, this happened in America, and it's unfortunate to when I hear an Israelite owning a strip club like they do in the South. Because to them that's the thing. And that ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That shows you a destroyed people taking on a culture that don't even belong to them. Because that's not our culture. To put out your own flesh and blood to be shaking their behinds on poles. Right. And then sisters be so destroyed that they see that as no other option, which is sad. You know what I'm saying? It ain't supposed to be that way. This is all due to our oppressors. Keep going.
Okay. That they might drink. Reform. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Right, Tyre and Zidon are who? The Hamites, right? Tyre and Zidon, the cities themselves were located where? Within the borders of what tribe? Zebulon. Them Hamites took over rulership of what is called the Central Americans. All right, those were port cities among the tribe of Zebulon. Okay, keep going.
Okay. And all the coasts of Palestine.
Who are the coasts of Palestine? It should be obvious. No, but before that, what was it called? They call it Israelis now, but the people that are living in the Gaza Strip are who? Yeah. Those people also had, and what people do they come from? Well, yeah, technically speaking, but there you go. So the Africans and the Arabs had a hand in slavery. And here's how you know this. Not only is the Bible talking about it, there are actually historical records proving that the Arabs were building the ships, but for 600 plus years had brothers and sisters in captivity. General Haas has a book called The History of Slavery, and he showed me in that book, and that's why I remembered it. And then we even show events of when a brother was too exhausted to keep going, they would pull him to the side and blow his brains out. These are Arabs, the same ones that are feeding us chicken. The same ones that our brothers and sisters want to alak a bar and get a flying carpet, bow down in front of everybody, and bump their heads in the beneficent, and merciful Allah. Apparently, the Arabs and brothers that they're supposed to be here for serving the Arab. He ain't real, all right? If he was, but was it? I can't even pronounce it right. This is dumb. Benevolent, but it's two words put together. He's supposed to be benevolent and magnificent, right? He ain't right. They stop in the what was it, Ramadan, whatever they call it, the Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca, right? Yeah. And all the coasts. What is a recompense? Right? He's asking, are you gonna pay back? And if you do, what?
And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head?
Right. So if recompense is this, same thing you did to my people, I'm gonna do it to you quickly. That's your recompense. You know what I'm saying? Because they haven't yet. In the talks about slavery, we're so used to saying the white man this, white. Slavery go beyond that. Slavery, the only reason why we address it now is because it's where we at now.
Right.
And it should never be forgotten.
Right.
And always be in the mouths of blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? And more blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians. Let me say this. We find each other beefing with each other constantly, like the way it is in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the way it is in Philadelphia, the way it is in Florida, beefing with each other. When we're not our enemy. We are not the enemies. You understand? We got to stop that. There is an enemy, but that's the one we want to give a hug to. That don't make sense. We got to stop that. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? We're going to stop because the Lord is going to force us to stop, and He's going to be right. You understand? So they're going to get there. That's why He's saying swiftly, meaning extremely quick. They're going to get it. They ain't paid for it just yet, and they're getting a little taste of all the headaches that they're going through now. All the headaches that the Arabs are going through now is because of this, what they've done. Like you can't do nothing on earth and think you're going to get away with it. What did the Lord say? And the guilty shall what? What He said? It's in the scripture. He will not acquit the guilty. You remember that? Find it real quick. It says just that. All right. We're going to wrap this up real soon. Just bear with me. Just a little bit more, right? But Kwasha, keep reading while he find it.
Verse 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things.
And guess what? That's exactly what happened. They done stole from the Lord. That's why He's saying my silver and my gold and my goodly things. And also, we are His silver and gold also. We are His goodly things. They stole us. Remember, in the law, it says, if a man stealeth a man and he be found in his hand, he shall be put to death. That's in the law. Guess what? That time is coming. That time is coming. Is very, very near. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem.
Right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Have you sold unto the Grecians?
Who are the Grecians? The Greeks? No, but who are they? Say who it is. That's who it is. They the children of the Greeks.
Right.
That's who they are. America's the children of the Greeks. Right? The Romans were the children of the Greeks. And they kept going down to Europe all the way to here. The Arabs, that's why he's saying Tyre and Zidon, who are the Hamites, and the Palestinians, who are the Arabs, right? Sold the children of Israel to the children of the Greeks, the Grecians. Go ahead.
Oh, God. That ye may remove them far from their borders.
That ye may remove them far from their borders. We know our borders is in the land of Israel. But also, He did give us this too, because He showed us the way when we left the Assyrian captivity. And they were still removing us from our borders and putting up walls. They're running their walls through Native Indian reservations that are sacred to them, brothers and sisters, because that's a landmark to them. And you're going to destroy them. And there's a law in the Bible that you're not supposed to remove a landmark of your neighbor, of your brethren. And Esau don't give a damn about what the Lord say. Listen, this coming Saturday and Sunday is the Purim. And we're going to teach about what happened in those days, during the days of Mordecai, the Benjamite, and his niece, whom he raised up to be his own daughter when she became the queen of Persia under whatever that fool's name is. I can't remember it. But the point of the whole account was what this so-called Jewish man by the name of Haman conspired to kill us off and cast lots. Purim means to cast lots, meaning they rolled dice. And the decree was sent out for them to kill us if they found us. Lo and behold, the Lord did his thing and brought out to light what actually was going down. I won't give out the whole story. You're just going to have to tune in Saturday and Sunday to get the whole account. And guess what? If you can make it down, it will be doing it from over here in Baltimore, but wherever you at, whatever city you in America, find out the closest Israelite school, universal practical knowledge school is at, and go there.
Right.
And come with your people and remember what happened. Okay? That's Saturday and Sunday, the 7th and 8th, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, come on, sir.
All right. Saturday, the 7th, and Sunday, the 8th. Starting both days at 7 p.m., 7 to 9, okay? Come get it in. Come sit down, learn about the scriptures, have some food in your hand, have some beer, some liquor with this brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? And with that, I'm going to pass the classes to priest and officer, Kazak Ahmad, you know what I'm saying?
Security announcements. We are the ISUPK out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi 3, 8 to 10. Means 10th in Hebrew is pronounced ma'ashera. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation, like Kamash has brought out, is Purim. That's the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month. That's Saturday, March 7th and Sunday, March 8th, 2020. You will find this in Esther chapter 9, verses 20 to 31. We will be having it in Baltimore. The address for the school in Baltimore is 3428 Eastern Avenue. Again, the address for the school in Baltimore is 3428 Eastern Avenue. Come out, enjoy some free food, some free drinks, and brotherhood, man. Also remind Akim and Agwakim.
Hold on, can I say this also?
Yeah, come, sir.
April 9th, right?
Come.
April 9th, the 51st annual Passover, the Lord's Passover. Go to isupk.com for all the information. Look on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, throughout all social medias.
Right.
Come get down with your people, man.
Yeah, all right.
You know what I'm saying? The Commander General Hana gave an order, and he said, all camps come together.
Yeah, I'm right.
Stop playing with the work of the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get down with the real thing.
Yeah, I'm right.
All Israel to come together. That's the law. That's the law. He said that we to do this from generation to generation forever.
Right.
Go ahead.
Come on, sir. Remind Akim and Agwakim to check on social media, such as isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on, for ISUBK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, he has to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headband, or scarf. And with that, I say amajim, which means to stand. Wakwan Yahakwadam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew first. Repeat after me. Avanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malak with Ka.
Malak with Ka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'aratazah.
Ba'aratazah.
Kawak.
Kawak.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Nathana now.
Nathana now.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Ka.
Ka.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalak now.
Wasalak now.
Kabawak now.
Kabawak now.
Kasalak now.
Kasalak now.
Kabawak now.
Kabawak now.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Double your eye now.
Double your eye now.
Messiah one.
Messiah one.
Above.
Above.
Outside now.
Outside now.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Right.
Right.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Lakak.
Lakak.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Wahat the Para.
Wahat the Para.
I will love you.
Amen. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
We're going to do the hakak. That's the power. Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahweh Shai. Baba Kushah.
Nathanael. Hakak. Larapa'ah. Kalmakala. Wakal Madawa. Hakak. Latahar.
Hamatazariah.
Hakak. Lahakwayam. Hamakyam. Hakak. Awakawa. Hatama'ala. Lagarasham. Bahasham. Yahushai. The Wadaman. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushai. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. So that way you know, brother. You know the Lord's name and he was Yahweh, right? I'm assuming because you see all the videos. Okay, most likely. Continue.
We'll do the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahushai. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayim.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Alawak Yahana. Ha Alawak. Ha Saranyim. Ha Kwatazayanyim. Ha Kayayoyim.
Wahawakim.
Yahweh.
Bahashem.
Yahushai.
The Wadaman. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahushai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yohana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushai. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. Thy prophets. The teachers. The princes. The priests. The Israelite brothers. And the school. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. And shake loose the treasure. Of the rich of Israel. That refuse to give to the school. Force their riches. To enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the Edomites. And the nations. And their drug dealers. The court system. The prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our enemies. Amalek synagogues and armies. Roman Catholic Church. The Pope. Islam. Christianity. Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Posse Comitazi. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. National Space Program. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street. Open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words
broadcast
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro
Cause them to go to and fro
through the earth
through the earth
and consume them.
and consume
Let the plagues
Let the plagues
shake the house of the thief
shake the house of the
and the
thief
murderer.
and the murder.
Let Yahweh shine.
Let your house shine.
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucers
come down with the flying
and
saucers
punish all the heathens
and punish all the heathens
that come up against us
that come up against us
as we speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all
Cause it to be known by
that
all
it is the angels
that it is the
that
angels
have done it.
that have done it.
Cause it to be spread
Cause it to be spread
through the media
through the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
In the name of Yahweh
In
Shai.
the name of Yahweh.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it. Bless Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Barak Lanau.
Barak Lanau.
Wa Yasha Allah.
Wa Yasha Allah.
Wahabaya.
Wahabaya.
Sapari.
Sapaya.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapak.
Rapah.
Magan.
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 Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Waramah.
Waramah. What we said was Yahweh. Y'all repeat. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Loved ones.
Love
In the name of Yahweh
In
Shai.
the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Man of Israel Sar, which means a turn. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Man of Israel, I imagine Shabbat, I imagine Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barakatam.
Yazmatah, dismissed.
Give me a second.